Hello students, I am Satyendra Kumar, working as assistant professor in EC department of JT Vidyapith Women's University Jaipur. Today we will perform amplitude modulation in our laboratory, and we will see how the amplitude modulation will be done and what will be the waveform and how detection will be done. Basically in amplitude modulation we need a modulating signal and carrier signal. Modulating signal will be superimposed on carrier amplitude of the carrier signal. So in this particular practical we need a audio oscillator circuit and a carrier oscillator, and thereafter a modulator, balance modulator, and thereafter after modulation we will observe the modulation waveform on CRO or DSO, what we will available in the laboratory. Thereafter we will detect that particular signal using as AM receiver. After receiving that, we will extract our original information signal from the received signal by the receiver, and we will compare the received signal or message signal with the transmitted message. So this will be our work today in the laboratory. For this we need to study, we need to go through the manuals of amplitude modulator kit. Okay, so let us come to the kit. See signal. Now first we have to switch on the power supply to on the circuit, and thereafter here we have a audio oscillator. This particular audio oscillator will generate a message signal, means modulating signal. The frequency can be set with the frequency probe, and similarly the amplitude can be set or varied with this particular amplitude probe. The switch should be in audio oscillator mode. So it should be in audio oscillator mode. Now the signal through this audio oscillator will come to the balance modulator along with band pass filter. In this particular balance modulator there is a two input, one is from audio oscillator and another one is from crystal oscillator, which is of 1 megahertz. In this particular balance modulator these two signal will modulate, means this audio signal will superimpose into amplitude of the carrier signal. So the amplitude of carrier signal will vary in accordance with this particular message signal. Whatever the modulation will be done in this particular balance modulator will appear from this particular node 3. So we can observe our modulation from this particular node, and thereafter this particular modulated signal will go into the output amplifier, and this output amplifier will amplify the amplitude of the signal, and it will feed to the antenna, from where it will transmit it wirelessly. So here we will just check out our basic signals. Let us come to the kit of this DSP SC amplitude modulator or transmitter kit. Here a section is audio oscillator section. It will generate a audio frequency signal, single tone frequency signal, and in this particular audio oscillator we have two probes. One is for setting the frequency and another one is for setting the amplitude. Here we can see or observe the audio frequency signal with this particular DSO. This particular DSO is showing a signal, sinusoidal signal having frequency 3.16 kilohertz, and its amplitude is 2.16 volt peak to peak. Now the another signal we have is carrier signal, and we can measure the carrier signal with this particular point or node by making it into auto mode. So it is showing that this particular is also a sinusoidal signal having frequency 1 megahertz, and the amplitude is 110, means 110 millivolt This is amplitude, not peak to peak. This is simple amplitude. So this one. Now, so we have a carrier signal, we have a modulating signal, and here is the balance modulator. This particular circuit will modulate the amplitude of this particular carrier signal in accordance with the instantaneous value of this audio frequency signal. And the modulated wave can be measured at this output point. Just do it auto correction so that it can measure this particular value, like we are measuring over here. This is audio signal. So here the message, the modulated wave, this is the modulated. Now in this particular practical, we need to observe, we need to measure the modulation index, and this particular modulation index is theoretically we are calculating it as AM upon AC, amplitude of message signal to the amplitude of carrier signal. Practically we can measure the same value, modulation index, with the help of Vmax and Vmin. So this peak to peak amplitude, so this positive peak, negative peak, so this is Vmax, and whatever the negative peak seen in the envelope is Vmin. So by reading this particular value Vmax and Vmin, we can calculate the modulation index practically. And we need to compare this practical result, modulation index, to the theoretical value, and we will observe how the comparison is varying. Now this particular modulation index means Vmax and Vmin can be varied with the help of this amplitude of audio frequency signal and amplitude of carrier signal, because this modulation index is a ratio of AM upon AC. So any one of the parameter will vary, then modulation index will change. Here I am going to vary the amplitude of audio frequency signal. So AM means numerator is going to decrease, and therefore modulation index will decrease. If this will be 0, so you will get the carrier frequency signal as it is with 0 modulation. If you will increase the amplitude of your modulating signal, then there will be modulation, and the waveform will be showing like this. In the same way, if you will change the amplitude of carrier signal, so the envelope will be showing like this. Here the modulation index is changing. Now we can again measure this positive peak and negative peak and then calculate the modulation index. So in this particular practical, in this particular amplitude modulation, we just have to take a number of readings of Vmax and Vmin, and thereafter calculate the modulation index and observe the result, observe the envelope, and compare your result with the theoretical result of AM upon AC.